Recording in progress.
Oh, my dad just told me a joke about Jewish people and black people and Asian people and Hawaiian people and white people and trans people. It's just a joke about everyone because that's the best joke, right? Let's shit on everyone. Hey, did you hear about the guy who turned woman, Asian, half black, half, just list all the races. Just cover them all. Let's offend everyone. Beep, beep, you mother, beep, beep. I stopped the recording earlier because I thought that intro was bad. No, it's not a hickey on my neck. It's me being fat. And when you're fat, you sweat. And then the sweat gets on your neck and causes these things. And it's really cool. I like being fat. But apparently, it's not good for you. Because I could barely get around my back. My back hurts so bad. And the doctor in August, when I heard it, he was like, you gotta lose weight. You gotta do this. I was like, oh, yeah. Get in the car, smoke marijuana, get to the house, pow, beer. Not doing it, and I've been doing that since August because it's fun, dude. I like to have fun. You read the news, you see a lot of people dying. You get phone calls from family members, people dying. The worst is my mom called me the other day. I'm at Kaiser, and she sounds kind of upset. I'm at Kaiser. I'm like waiting for her to say, why is she at the hospital? I'm thinking grandma OD'd on heroin. I'm thinking the stepdad finally fucking shot his brains out, I got to move out. Feel bad for you, guy. I was worried and then I got mad. She goes, don't yell at me. I'm like, well, don't pause long, I'm learning now at almost 35. I look like I'm 45. I know, guy. This is what Oxycontin does to you. I'm hyped up. Hey, this podcast is once a week. I gotta be fired up and come in guns a-blazing. I have no idea what the fuck I was just saying. This is bad. Life is bad. Life is good. Where are we going with this? Well, it's episode 278. Okay, guy? This is the Midnight in the Bay podcast. I am the host, Alex Woody, the infamous, the all-knowing Alex Woody. I know you've heard a lot about me. Yeah, a lot of bad things. I know. Probably a lot of bad things. Probably a lot of, is this guy, on the spectrum, he's never looking at the camera. Well, maybe. I don't know. My mom said I was in the womb for 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Past due. I was a bill that my mom did not want to pay. Right? She did not want me to come out. I don't know why. I wish she would have induced me because my head wouldn't be this big. I asked my mom, hey, you think if I was not late, my head would be smaller? Yes. Oh, my God. That girlfriend when I was 18 would have hung around. I'd have a beautiful job, a nice car, tons of money. But guess what? I'm ugly, guy. And the ugly duckling doesn't always get the worm, guy. He gets the dirt. He gets the $20 an hour manual labor. Now the back hurts. You're fat. You're 35, but people think you're 45. And that's what you get for letting your mom do your essays in high school. My mom should have got the degree at my high school diploma. My high school graduation. She should have got the diploma, guy. I mean, she did all the work. I remember multiple times my mom be typing on the fucking computer. So, does this sound good? Does this sound good? I'm in the back. Yeah. At a couple points, in multiple times of her writing, I would fall asleep. Is this? And she just thought at me, yeah, I'll just write it. I want him to get a good grade. Now your son's a fucking nothing, like I don't know anything. I did see a place, a math club. I was like, should I go in that? Or how embarrassing would that be if I walk into a math place and it's all kids. You know what I mean? Because most of those math tutors are like, you know, K through 12. And then I walk in reeking of weed, throwing the beer can in the tray. Gotta learn some math here. I saw a math school recently, Russian Math Club. I was like, eef. They lost some money. You know, I wonder if they were thinking about changing the name. It's not a Russian math club. It's a Ukraine math club. Yeah, like those people that put out the Ukraine. Oh, we stand with Ukraine. Oh, really? Because you're in California. If you really stand with Ukraine, you fucking fly to Ukraine, you get an AK-47, you get fucking camo on, guy. You watch Red Dawn a couple times in the tent. That's standing with Ukraine. You're right there, guy, next to fucking Kiev and Gugov or Gaga. I don't know their fucking name. We're in Kiev. What? Where are you at? You know? Weird name. Kiev sounds like, you know, a baby name you'd read, like a Hollywood couple. Oh, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, they have their first kid together. That'd be the hottest kid either, you know. Woo, that'd be really hot, you know, a hot Latina chick with a drinking problem with a Boston accent. Oh my God. Well, maybe not the Boston accent, that's fucking gross. But, I just all offended all my Boston women lovers. No, I'm fired up, and I'm not on cocaine at all. This is what happens when you're 3 weeks late and your mom does all your essays. You turn into a gnat. But what was I saying? Of course, who remembers? Nobody. By the way, this was nice. I was at one of my comedy shows, and someone comes up to me and, hey, you know, thinking about your style of comedy. I'm like, inside, I'm like, oh my God, finally someone's gonna give me a compliment. And he goes, you know, I want to give you a compliment about your comedy. It's very incoherent. Okay. It's a compliment. I appreciate it, Mom. My mom, she'll never, ever see me perform comedy. Because you know what she told me? Alex, I want to come see you when you have a clean set. I guess you'll be seeing me never! I don't know why I'm so Sam Kinison tonight. I'm just fired up from being a loser. Hey, what are you? A loser? I am. Nice to meet you. I don't know. Are losers that bad? I mean, everyone talks about being a winner. I think being a winner is kind of overrated. You know what I mean? It's a lot of responsibility. You got to be a role model. You know, people always look up the winners, right? People never look up the losers. There's no pressure, you know what I mean? There really isn't. And, you know, it's fun to be bad. It's fun to be selfish and make decisions for yourself only. You know? It's fun to go against the grain. Hang on, this could be a gross cough. This is a 45-year-old cough, not a 35-year-old cough, right? Now I got something in my mouth. Where am I? My... Great, I had to swallow it. I feel like every chick in college right now. Now I know how you guys feel. For sure. Definitely the same thing. I know. Us guys, we always do that. Oh, I have poo cramps. Yeah, I know how period cramps feel. No, you don't. I'm sure period cramps are horrible. If blood was coming on me, I'd faint every time. You know what I mean? Ladies, I give you props. Just with the swallowing cum. That's nothing compared. Like, I just compared swallowing spit to... Come on. God, I know. I've disgusted every woman. Every woman hates me. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. You know what I mean? It won't be the last time either. Oh, look at the armpit sweat. That's what you're supposed to have when you're fat. Don't be mad at me. Lizzo probably has a ton of sweat on the armpits, which is great. She should bottle up and sell it. I bet you people would buy it. I'm getting to that point where I might just start selling my wife's underwear. What happened to my underwear? Oh, I don't know. It is getting brutal out here. When you don't finish high school and you have your mom do all your essays and you might have hung out with OxyContin back in the day, life gets brutal later. You know what I mean? And I know you guys all know that because you're smart. I'm not. See, I grew up not listening to anyone because I don't trust anyone. Have you seen this world? How many times you've been lied to? Yeah, I know I need therapy. But I don't trust anyone. So anytime, even my parents, when they said something, I'd be like, come on. No way. See the way you live your life? No way. I don't believe that, you know? I guess I was always so observant where it was detrimental. Can't even say that word because Mom did the essays. Title of the episode. You know? God, I'm just rambling. This is what happens when I get high on weed. All the stuff comes out. I should do a podcast where the first hour is just me getting everything out and then deleting that, burning it, and then starting the podcast. But anyways, we're having a good time. This is great, getting this out, venting. I mean, how often do I get to vent? Never. Unless I'm on stage, right? You ever try to vent with family? Woo-wee. Why are you yelling? Because I'm upset. Oh, stop it. You gotta be more positive. I don't feel like being positive. I hate when someone says, be positive. Be positive. Be positive. Happiness is a choice. Interesting. Did you tell that's the slaves? That's where that term came from. I love people. Hey, be positive. Be positive. Oh, really? Because I just stepped in 2 big piles of shit. Your dog just doo-dooed out of them. You know what I mean? I stepped in some shit the other day. Right in front of a makeup store. Yeah, to go pick up makeup for my wife because I thought doing a good deed might get me something. Yeah, because I'm narcissistic. I'm a comedian. Nice to meet you. Did it get me anything? Absolutely not. A smile and a hug. Ugh. What are we, 12? A nice little... That would have been nice. Only in our dreams, right? And then we watch porn and we're like, God, she treats him so great. Why is that not happening in my relationship? Because it's porn, you dumb fuck. Right? God, we fall for, our brains just play tricks on us and then we like ejaculate. Like, yeah, that was just porn. Relationships aren't like that. But back to the makeup thing, doing a good deed. It's funny when you do a good deed and something bad happens. Ironic. God's teaching you a lesson. Hey, guess what? Shut the fuck up. I don't need you to put your little holy book that stories you don't even know are real. You know what I mean? Oh, we believe in some... Have you seen him? Have you experienced anything? Oh, no, we just believe. Well, I was like that with Santa Claus. Till the motherfucker never showed up. Oh, wait a second. He showed up drunk saying he's going to divorce my mom. You know what I mean? I feel crazy sometimes when I talk to religious people because they make you feel insane. You're not part of it. You know, like, why, you don't believe? Come on. How do you not believe? I don't know. Is there any fucking evidence? You know? Oh my God. And then you ask, oh, well, you're being very negative. You're not really, being positive. No, I'm just mad that you guys believe in something that there's no fucking evidence. Just like talking to a Republican about January 6th. Oh, well, you know, Trump should go to jail for that. Well, he didn't insinuate resurrection. Oh, God. Last time I talked to my dad about politics, you know what I mean? Don't talk to your parents about politics, older family members. You're never going to change an old person's ways. Just deal with it. You just got to smile. It's like being married. You can't always speak your fucking mind. You just got to put that shit-eating grin and keep things in. And it's fucking hard, especially when you're a comedian. I want to... You know how many times I got in trouble for saying stuff I wasn't supposed to say? I still get in trouble. I mean, I'm shocked she's still with me. I say, like, come on. I mean, you know. Finally, the computer shut the fuck up and I could actually think. You know that computer fan? It's fucking annoying. This is why I need a freaking host. I've lost track of what I was talking about. How many times? Have you guys been keeping track? You guys should make it a drinking game. How many times did he forget what he was talking about? If you forgot what he was talking about, drink. We're making it a drinking game. We're making it a drink game. To the notes, because I can't keep a fucking thing going. As you get older, new things appear. I flake everywhere. I know what you guys are thinking. Well, this guy doesn't show up. He tells people he's going to show up and not. No, I've been doing that my whole life. I have white flakes that come off my eyebrow and head. I have no hair. My beard will start flaking in the car. I'll be covered. I think it's fucking snowing outside. And then I realize, oh, you're high. You're a moron. Your mom did all your essays. You should have graduated. You should have finished school, guy. I out of the blue. We all know this. Getting older. Hey, just give me time, guys. I'm a little bit behind, okay? I was in that class where, 2 teachers, and they would come to my other normal classes, and no one would know who that teacher was. They'd sit in the back, and then a test would have, do you need more time? And other people were looking like, shit, I need more time. Who is this lady? And people ask, is that your mom, dude? Why is she here? Why is she asking about more time? And back then, you didn't care about telling people you're a loser, you're retarded, mom does all that essays. You trying to get laid, you know what I mean? Those days are over for me. So, oh yeah, she's my parole. I always have to make up a crazy line. Yeah, she's my parole officer. What you do, dude? Oh, hear about those bank robberies, in the other town over? Oh my God, that was you? Well, I know the guys. Because I know the guys, they arrested me too. Oh my God, you're like 13. That's crazy. I know. Just don't say anything to her because she's trying to be undercover. She's pretending to be a teacher that's helping kids that need more help, okay? Just don't say anything. I would have to say crazy lies like that because I was so ashamed that I was slower than the next kid. I should have just been truthful. People could tell I was slower just looking at me. You know what I mean? Look at that guy's head. Should have a helmet on that head. Well, I would, but they don't make them big enough. That was cool, though. No joke. That was cool in high school. I got the newest football helmet when I played, or when I pretended to play. And I remember everyone being jealous. I want the new helmet. Well, get a bigger head. That was the only time having a big head really has helped me in my life. Has it helped ever since? No. Having a big head is a target, you know what I mean? Any person out there that wants to shoot up a place wants some headshots because they're insane and they play a lot of video games probably. My head is the perfect size for a crazy person to get a headshot. You know how terrifying that is? I know. I need to quit the weed. It really does make you paranoid. Or does it make you prepared? You know what I mean? They say, oh, weed makes you so paranoid about everything. Really? Or does it get you thinking? Have you ever met someone that doesn't smoke? They're not paranoid at all. They're just easy, breezy, lemon squeezy. You know what I mean? Everything flies off their head. Nothing bothers them. Hey, how you doing? Hey. I'm not too worried about that. They say stuff like that. Not a big deal, right? Those guys are the guys that, let me think of an example. Those are the guys, the easy breezy, don't smoke, not paranoid. Those are the guys that don't realize their wife's cheating on them. Okay? Those are the guys that don't realize their kid's doing drugs. Their kid's sucking the priest's cock and fucking saluting the gay flag. You know what I mean? Those are the guys that don't realize shit. You gotta be paranoid. Weed comes from the earth. It helps. I guarantee, I'm not a historian, I'm not a philosopher, but I guaranteed since weed comes from the ground, mushrooms comes from the ground, stuff that makes you paranoid. They say mushrooms, it makes you think about life, it makes you think about stuff in a little clearer way, ironically, when you're done shitting and throwing up. Those things come from the ground, so that means tribes, like people that were easy our tribe's fine, easy breezy, and then they smoke the weed like, okay, wait a second, we We got to build a wall around our tribe. Build that wall. You know, that was a good thing back in the day. Build that wall. We got to build a wall around this because, you know, there's animals out there that could get us. You know, there's other tribes. And I'm sure there was people, oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, stop smoking that. You know, you're really out there, right? Those are the people that got killed and raped. And, oh, how did they see it coming? Yeah, because you weren't smoking weed. You know what I mean? Crazy. You know what's crazy to me, too? Me. So yeah, just back to the frosted. It's horrible. I gotta put lotion on my face like I'm a woman putting on makeup. I'm going like this in the car. What am I, my wife? And the weird part is I'm slowly turning my wife. I feel like I got the breasts, my dick's small, looks like a hairy pussy. No, I'm kidding. But my wife shaved. But I get the same coffee as my wife. Oh, that sounds... And then I start drinking. Oh, yeah. She's like slowly converting me. Maybe that's her ultimate goal. Me turning into her. And then what if she starts turning into me? And the roles are reversed. That would be freaky. That's a movie. Book it. Don't steal my idea, too. What would you call it? Reverse cowgirl. I'm sick, I'm demented. Now I'm bored and I like weed and I like stuff. Don't be ashamed of shit you like, either. You know what I mean? Oh, if you look at this too much, you will have sex with your wife. Oh, really? Because, I ain't having sex anyways. You know what I mean? I've watched stuff that made me be better at sex. I'm like, you can do that? That's why they tell you to watch comedy. It motivates you. It gives you ideas. You realize, oh, well, they did that. Man, I could do a version of, you know, that because I already kind of do that. I mean, you know what I mean? Don't be ashamed of stuff you're into. The family's back. They're going to hear everything. It's over. The confidence with the podcast is shot because I know the family, the kids put his ear up. I wonder what he's saying. Nothing good, guy. I can hear him. Oh, God, he's going crazy. I need a man cave, too. I feel like a lot of people think this is my room. Guys, this is not my room, okay? I know this looks like a room of a guy whose mom did all of his essays, who can't even say, I don't know, what's a word I can say? I said it earlier. Who knows? Who cares? You know, who cares? Is anyone listening at the 22nd minute? If you are, God bless you. You're amazing. And I want to let you know this podcast is brought to you. And I am so happy they still are sponsoring this podcast. Silver Tongue Audio. Go to silvertongueaudio.org. You'll see my podcast there. All free downloads right there. Just a click of away and bada bing, bada boom. You're listening to me and you're realizing, thank God I'm smart. And there's a Dazed and Disturbed. That is not a scary podcast. Don't be worried. It's a guy that hangs out with Mary Jane and he shines some light on dark subjects, okay? So he has a little fun with it. It's fun. Dazed and Disturbed. Free downloads right there. Free. And then go check out the NPC podcast, the non-player character podcast. It's a video game podcast. It's amazing. It's wonderful. It's brilliant, okay? And it's all about video games. You can't beat that. They're in the industry. They have fun. Check it out. All at silvertongueaudio.org. No, I'm not shaming you. I'm being powerful with my fingers. My back is stiffer than a nun's pussy. Going on a diet because I'm bored. Food is so boring. Mexican food, all the same. Burgers, all the same. And that was better. No, this is better. No, this is better. Really? They're all the same. It's a fucking patty, cheese, and you know what I mean? Chinese food, all the same. It's all the same. So we're going on a diet. We're going to be ripped for the summer. You guys are going to be like, oh my God, who is that guy? I'm going to be like, surprise, it's me. And you guys are going to faint and die because you're not going to believe it. I hurt my back, and I hurt my back was stuck. You know, it hurts, and I'm going to be a wimp. Oh, God, sometimes I can't You ever write notes and you're like out of your mind, but you think you're normal? I'll just write a note. And in your head, you're like, oh, I'm just writing a note. But in reality, it's like, oh. You drop the phone a couple of times, you know. In your head, you're like, oh, that's normal. I dropped my phone and shit, and I'm still using it. You know, some of these notes I look at, like, God, I really got to cut back on the booze and the, you know. I hurt my back in really bad last week. And I was like, yeah, the doctor was right. It was kind of like when I got a shitty job in my late 20s. Well, let's be honest, in my early 30s, I was like, yeah, my parents were right. I should have went to college, you know. Or I did go to college. I just said, well, you only live once. Math? Nah. You only live once. Yeah, you will only live once because you're not going to be rich enough to bring yourself back from the future. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, rich people can bring themselves back. I don't know. I'm a millennial, so, you know, I was kind of wimpy about the back, you know. And I was the baby in the family. And, God, I can't read any of this. No. Oh, okay. Well, the gist of it is, I don't know if you guys have ever been hurt, but it's horrible in the beginning, right? You're like, can you do this for me? I can't. Oh my God, this is horrible. And then as time goes by, there's still a little pain. But no one else needs to know about that. You know what I mean? You gotta play it a little bit. Because let me tell you, life is long, life is hard. And who the fuck wants to take the trash out on a Monday? You know what I mean? So you say, oh yeah, you know, the back, oh yeah, it kind of hurts, you know, during sex. Do you want to, can you get on top and, you know, do that thing I like? I don't know, the back, you might have to do all the work. Yeah, you know, I can't, you know. Oh, you know, any chores I haven't done this week? Oh my God, I've been living a life. I've been living like a king. So remember, use your family when you get injured. I remember regretting not being a Boy Scout. I remember regretting not being a Boy Scout until recently. I heard some ads on the radio. If you were touched when you were a Boy Scout, call this number. There could be a huge settlement waiting for you. Well, now I really regret not being a Boy Scout. Easiest class I ever took, public speaking on Zoom. Yeah, I just had to like look up in the corner like when I do this podcast and no one's there. Still got an F. Didn't have my mom around to help me. I'm going to do steroids. I'm going to do hella drugs. I'm not going to worry about STDs when I'm old. I'm just going to be just laughing at death. I married older, so the spouse would die and had a couple years alone, you know? You gotta plan shit out, guy. I'm not that dumb, all right? I'm gonna be getting jacked when she dies. I'm gonna be, okay? When you're old, you don't care about dying. You can do whatever. Now I'm at that age where I'm like, I had a guy actually at a concert recently. Hey, you want some? I was like, that's the last thing I want. I don't want to die right now. I want to get jacked in the future. You know what I mean? I still want to, you know, have some fun. I hate recycling because then I see how much beer cans I've drank. I had such a nasty fart that hit my wife and the fan that she turned gay for a sec. You ever blow a fart in the fan? I'll fuck someone up. It's like supercharging a fart, you know? I love it. My son's bumping music out there so he can't hear me. Okay, here's a game I like to play. I'm gonna do a commercial, and you're gonna guess what it's from. In a quiet little town where everybody is fucking. Yes, Pornhub. Creepiest fucking ads. It goes to porn websites. Don't you want to be fucking your stepsister? No, not really. She's got a husband and beautiful family. My son got hit in the face at school by a ball. I said, okay, wait. When I got that call, I was like, basketball, right? Not a human ball, right? Like basketball. And I guess maybe he was possibly going to have a black eye. I picked the kid up and I said, you know, it's good you got hit in the face. That means you're living life, guy. The people that don't get hit by a ball and stuff, you see them and they're like reading books and they're making zing, zing, zing. Everyone knew that kid that made the sound effects. They're not living life. Yeah, they're probably going to be richer than all of us in the future and run the country, but they're not enjoying living life. And he's like, Dad, what the hell are you talking about? My eye is killing me. I'm like, I have no idea. I went to the club, marijuana club, not the dance club. I don't know if you can tell the look of me, but I don't dance. Went to the weed club, bought an eighth. And, you know, weed comes in like a nice bag, Ziploc, you know. It's got labels and all that. I open up the bag, I look on the back, there's directions. Open bag. I'm like, who's smoking weed? Grandma and grandpa? Probably, right? Directions should just be, just smoke. That'd be the Nike brand, you know? You want to piss off a Mexican? Borrow a bottle of Tapatio and not return it. Woo-wee! I took a bottle of Tapatio from the house to work, left it in the fridge for a couple days. Told the wife, because she was asking about it. Oh my God, I saw steam come out. She was so angry. Even the pictures of her ancestors on the wall, the black and white ones, those turned around. I mean, everyone was freaking. My cat hid. The kid dove out the window. I think he's dead. I mean, I was like, I am never bringing hot sauce. And then it got me thinking, I'm like, I could never cheat on this woman. She fucking stabbed me in a heartbeat. She make Lorraine Bobbitt look like a nun, you know? Yeah, play things out in your head. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening. I know there was no music, there was no dancing, but gosh darn it, you don't need music. You can make music. Okay, that was really, oof. If you're still listening, I really appreciate it. That was really bad. Just want to announce I got some 2 big shows this week. March 24th, I will be in Sacramento at the Guild Theater, 8 o'clock. Check it out. I'm opening for Hannibal Thomason. Guy, my mom did all my papers, remember. And then Saturday, I'm back at the Guild Theater at 8 o'clock, opening for Hannibal again. It's going to be fun. It's going to be wild. So come check it out. More shows are coming. Just go to my Instagram, _AlexWoodyComedy. They see updated show list, see content. I'm going to be posting some more stand-up clips of me going crazy on stage. You're going to love it or you're going to hate it. Either way, guy, you're going to see it, okay? So go to _AlexWoodyComedy. Thank you. Love you. And remember, stop Asian hate, okay? I always like to end on a solid, you know. Hey, you know, freedom. Trying to get those liberal subscribers up, right? Okay, love you, guy.